come here for a long time, especially want to come last week though. Yeah. So I have this first one, so it was a short one, the most to correlate with the theme of tonight, called The Moves. The moves we good men try to make. It lasts through the off-travel path where our mates' hearts would fall apart and break. The kind of soul it would take to recreate a 6.0 earthquake. That's why I call lifting that heavy weight. And at the end of the day, all we can do is wait for when that day approaches. I say, nay, I pray that I hope that I'm not late. Or if we all continue to make these type of moves, at this rate, perhaps, maybe, just maybe, my soul, my fate, might be complete with that mate. So on this day, nay, I say, nay, may I scream that I hope to find that perfectly imperfect mate. With these moves, more men, like me, should try to make. So that's it for the first one. This one, I really wanted actually to perform it. It's more relevant to me low-key for last week, but I still wanted to perform it. I made it a couple weeks ago when I was over at this party that was, for one of my friends who just turned 21. And I just wasn't feeling it. I actually just went upstairs and I was just writing this poem as it was just coming to me though, and I really just feel good about this one. I want to perform it the first time I want to perform it, so perform here. So it's called Stayin Alve at 125. About 125 or so, like Don K used to say, chilling upstairs at the apartment of this turned up party. Thursday be the theme of the scene, the night when all the homies trying to swag out and look clean. But the one thing that may still remain dirty might be their act, not always being respectful of one's personal space, not always knowing where they're at, heavy doses of intoxication, maybe the more logical estimation of explanation, only blurring more lines between reality and deception, causing further complication. They be at the spot making moves, trying to pull something. I'm just thinking in my mind, man, you better be careful, bro. You might mess around and pull something. But then again, who am I to talk and walk as if I'm something? Who's to say I too am not just posing, stepping in front of them? I thought for sure, for me, shit was cool before, 3 or 4 years ago. People would be calling me the man when I was and still low-key feel like a zero. I don't think anybody really cares about what I do or have to say, though. I mean, how else would they know what else I plan to do to work to be on top of my flow? Or bro, don't kill my vibe, because that's really all I left in this world to survive. At least until I make my next come up upon which I can thrive on. The tragedy be so deep in me, it's low-key kind of ironic. Shit low-key making me so sick. How am I to approach it, this drink? I'm on to just coast it, or get smoked out like a peanut roasted. Hey, my dude, you chillin'? You IB? Yeah, nigga, I'm posted. Now it's turned as I felt like not a girl for me to be really devoted to. Yeah, that shit be true. I do what I can to avoid being demoted or promoted. Weakness, who am I to show it? I didn't commit no more, nor am I she, so I doubt that I'm the one who wrote it. Anyway, I know you're wondering like me, how did my life really come up to this point? How is my life look in a movie, something harder than more to a Nollywood Spike Lee joint? When I think of a Nigerian American who reeks in uncertainty and insecurity, you check the dictionary and you just might find me. I'm always self-conscious of the person I awkwardly try to pretend to be. Always there, but not at the same time, when at the turn of the night, people surrounded me from wall to wall, you could have just burned up with no light. But alas, I was the freshman, once trying to be the best dressed freshman. But I guess, man, the Lord's had to go out and pull out a test, man, just to check to see how much I'm really blessed, man. Yo, give it a rest, man. I confess, man. I've had moments that had me feel like, damn! But at least, man, at the end of the day, I've been grinding with the fam. But enough of this stream of consciousness. I've struggled for way too long since those early days to break out towards my moment or moments of prominence. I mean, what do those dudes got that I lack? Maybe a reaffirmation of what's cool, or what's swag in today's definition of life. My current collective of a brotherhood has expanded so greatly, they hate me not just because of jealousy, but simply because they push me aside as misunderstood. A brother who's trying to front like he's so good, not always knowing what I should say to make girls feel safe around me. Most would often see a guy on my sides and think of the possibility of rape. Now, while that may be the extreme, something of the like or less may just be what it seems. pulls me back to reality, Xing out my dreams. Unbeknownst to them, I refuse to be in another of the fiends. I've grown and evolved to get to where I am. My end, where I do really hope to make some ends, is constantly leaning more towards some positive means. Mutual respect, deep contemplation, without those crazy notions of hesitation or underlying reservations. Now, all right, wait, before it gets late. And I take this case down to a slightly more turned down, right? All in all, I strive to keep shit relevant and most evident. Because that right there is the truest topic ever, TTE, remember? Go on and take a look. No hooks. I want to try to be more of an open book. Instead of walking around and having people look at me, worried and shook, only to turn up at these parties without any of them really indulging in me. Being 21 on the 21st of August, a Leo, born to lead, yet hard for me to trust, have a very low-key, heightened crave for lust, but I understand now that I'm part of the UCLA sex squad. So I'm working to be well-versed in how to not just bust. My privileges have changed from those of a student-athlete to those pertaining of a warrior of whack. Working to make my graduation candidacy declaration finite. Believe me, ladies and gents, I do care more to prepare more, to help out. But honestly, at times, I can feel too spent out with my own moves, my own endeavors, my own etc. to just try to make myself just a little bit more better. With that being said, to all of you, be blessed, conscious, chill, calm, and cool, and collected, never rejected, never dejected. Women and men always act and feel respected. May your body and spirit spread with good vibes and actions that strike as pleasant on this and any other, not every other night. So with that in mind, here's hopefully some advice of mine. Let's all just get home safely, stay safe, and feel alive at 125.